Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the President's Challenge Appreciation 2020. I'm Susan Ng. Now, 2020 has been a special year for us. We're celebrating a momentous 20th anniversary amidst this unprecedented climate due to COVID-19. In more usual times, we would see you, our distinguished guests, arriving through the Istana gates, ready to celebrate the dedicated efforts and achievements made towards President's Challenge over the whole year. But in these extraordinary times, and in the interest of keeping everyone safe, we have brought our annual appreciation event online for the very first time in the history of the President's Challenge. Though you may not be physically here at the Istana today, we hope that the charm and majesty of the Istana still exudes as we take you through today's program. Starting off with some good news, President's Challenge is on track to support all 72 benefiting agencies, and it has raised over $12.5 million this year. This would not have been possible without the strong support from our donors and partners. President's Challenge 2020's focus was on empowering persons with disabilities, and it was a sincere hope from President Halimah Yacob to spur and activate a shift in our workplace culture so that, as a nation, we all become more welcoming to the differently abled amongst us in our society. Therefore, we celebrate not just your acts of kindness today, but also the empowerment given to our service users towards a brighter tomorrow. Let us take a look at how your efforts have been instrumental in shaping President's Challenge this past year. I'm now with President Halimah Yacob to find out the important role President's Challenge has played, especially with the unprecedented climate of this year. Now, this year marks the 20th anniversary of President's Challenge. Madam President, let's start off by talking about the more significant efforts and milestones of President's Challenge.
PC has been an important national movement to rally Singaporeans in building a more caring and inclusive society. Our socio-economic landscape and people's expectations and needs have also changed, with greater income and job insecurity. It is important that we empower our needy with skills and capabilities so that they can live meaningful lives, secure good jobs, and contribute to society. This is why I have decided to shift the direction of PC to focus more on initiatives to support employment efforts. Therefore, since 2018, empowerment has been the overarching theme of PC. In 2018, we launched Empowering for Life Fund to empower vulnerable groups through skills upgrading, capacity building, and employment to help improve their lives. ELF has since allocated over $10 million supporting 30 PC beneficiary organizations through upgrading and capacity building. This year, we also launched the PC Enabling Employment Pledge, a collective commitment to rally companies to provide more training and employment opportunities to people with disabilities. More than 140 employers across the public, private, and people sectors have pledged their support for inclusive employment. This is a meaningful step towards promoting inclusive hiring in Singapore.
Madam President, what more can the community do? How can we come together to support vulnerable groups?
Well, COVID-19 has fundamentally changed our way of life. It will be challenging for everyone to adapt to the new norm, and it will even be more difficult for some. So PC will focus on helping vulnerable groups adapt and remain resilient and not be left behind. Hence, the focus of next year's PC is on building a digitally inclusive society. COVID-19 has accelerated the need for digital transformation, and PC 2021 will support efforts to empower vulnerable groups with digital tools, skills, and connectivity for them to remain socially and economically active. I encourage our social service agencies to innovate and adopt digital technologies to better navigate new and complex challenges within the social service sector.
It's been 20 years, Madam President, of the President's Challenge. What are your hopes going forward?
Well, I want to urge the community to continue to rally together to uplift the lives of our vulnerable groups through PC. PC will not be able to achieve its vision without the continued support of our donors, our partners, and volunteers. Amidst this challenging time of the pandemic, your generosity and support have contributed greatly to our efforts in uplifting the lives of the less fortunate in society. So even as we battle against the COVID-19 pandemic, let us not forget the long-term social causes. We can all make a difference. It just requires a small step from each one of us.
Madam President, thank you very much for making time to talk to us today. Now, it may surprise you to hear that the President's Challenge reaches out to the widest range of charities in Singapore. These include benefiting agencies across various sectors, including children and family services, healthcare and elder care services, disability services, the rehabilitation of ex-offenders, as well as sports and arts programs with social impact. In alignment with this year's theme as well, the Enabling Employment Pledge, launched in March, has also bolstered our collective movement, and this is to empower persons with disabilities. We're glad to announce that up till the end of October, a total of 141 employers have pledged their commitment to this cause. Let's hear how inclusive employers like Soul Garden Group and Tropic Planners and Landscape, together with organizations like SG Enable and Extraordinary People, are doing their part to help persons with disabilities cope with employment during this pandemic.
Our People's Strategy for Workplace Inclusion started 15 years ago. We hope through initiatives like SG Enables Enabling Mark and President's Challenge Enabling Employment Pledge, we can contribute our part by sharing our enabling journey and to set confident grounds for persons with disabilities in their job search. Through the SG Enable School to Work Transition Program, we hired 6 interns with disabilities at our harbourfront outlets back in March 2020. When the COVID-19 pandemic struck, we remained committed to retain the interns. We work closely with SG Enables job coaches to keep the interns engaged during the circuit breaker via online training. During the reopening of Phase 2, we continue working closely with the job coaches to manage the interns' transition back to the outlets, and they are adapting to the new work processes. Moving ahead, we have in mind to develop a smart learning facility to facilitate integrated learning and employment, This will also help us to achieve our manpower goals of including more persons with disabilities and mature workers in the Seoul Garden Group family.
I like working with the people here. It has a family culture and an inclusive workplace environment. Everyone has an equal opportunity on areas such as career progression, upscaling and salary package, including me.
We faced challenges taking in new trainees during the COVID-19 pandemic due to the safety measures and work-from-home arrangement implemented. Given the nature of our horticultural work we do, it's physically impossible to train our trainees and to give the necessary support during the circuit breaker. President's Challenge supports the Extraordinary Apprenticeship Program, which looks into sustaining the employment of the trainees under the program. With the help of the ability coaches from the extraordinary people, we hope to provide smooth transition from home to work environment.
At first, I was slightly apprehensive about accepting the job offer from Tropic Planners and Landscape, as I was unsure if what I have learned in IT would be relevant to the skills required for the role. During the circuit breaker period, I did my own research. I then realized that the role is actually still relevant, and I'm eager to start work later this year.
Throughout the year, we've seen various organizations adapt to the new normal when organizing fundraising as well as volunteering initiatives as they continuously reach out to our vulnerable groups and the less fortunate. Let's hear from Keppel Club, Families for Life, and Capital Land on how they have embraced this challenge and also rallied the community, all while raising funds for the President's Challenge.
Keppel Club has a long history of supporting charities, and 2020 is a memorable year for us as we celebrate 50 years of giving. We are also honored to be part of President's Challenge 20th anniversary through our Keppel Charity Golf event. When we started fundraising, despite the COVID-19 pandemic, our club members and sponsors were very forthcoming and spontaneous. We were able to come together to help the less fortunate. With our donations, we hope to be able to empower the lives of those in need.
During the COVID-19 pandemic, which is a particularly difficult time for all the families in Singapore, Families for Life Council wanted to share the care, to spend the time together with their families, to bond. The response was great, and we're very encouraged that this has reached out to many. Families for Life Council also wanted to do something for the President's Challenge, so we created the Red and White Desserts Challenge during the National Day period. So we hope that this will be a tradition for Families for Life in the future. Families for Life Council usually does outreach programs by physical means. We have large-scale picnics full of fun. So we had to think, how are we going to reach out to all these people and have the same fun and connection? So we utilized all our skills in digital and social media to reach out. We had many people supporting us as well to create programs for this outreach. And we're very, very encouraged that so many people have come together to help us as well as enjoyed what we do. So we hope that the message is going to be stronger and stronger from now on.
As a socially responsible company, CapitaLand has been contributing to the communities where we operate through our philanthropic arm, CapitaLand Hope Foundation. This gives us a sense of purpose, a soul to the company. CapitaLand has been supporting President's Challenge for 13 years. The group has contributed more than 3 million Singapore dollars to benefit over 40 charities that support vulnerable children and elderly in Singapore. This year, we are happy to be part of the President Challenge volunteer drive to rally the community together. We are thankful to our staff volunteers and community partners for their support. In the midst of COVID-19 pandemic, they have worked together to contribute their time and skills towards CapitaLand's Care Kid We Love project. It brings much joy and sense of fulfillment to see our young artists with special needs showcasing their employability skills in this initiative by painting batik mask pouches which are sold on eCapital Mall, CapitaLand's curated digital mall. CapitaLand will continue to play our part in building a caring and inclusive society.
We thank everyone who has contributed and helped raise over $12.5 million to support President's Challenge beneficiaries this year. No amount is too small, and we would like to take a few moments to express our deepest appreciation to the 64 corporates and individuals. It is certainly inspiring to see how people from all walks of life stepping up to give back to society and to help in a variety of ways, whether by contributing their valuable time, their skills, or expertise. And as we express our appreciation to our donors and partners, we're happy to showcase the talented musicians from Singapore's first inclusive orchestra, the Purple Symphony. They are certainly a beautiful example of what differently abled people are capable of when empowered with the right opportunities. Through the beautiful gift of music, we hope you too are inspired by the positive messages of resilience and solidarity in their performance.
For me and for you, and I think to myself. Sing all good things, not bad. Sing of happy, not sad.
Sing a song, make it simple to last your whole life long. Don't worry if it's not good enough for anyone else to hear. Just sing a song.
Make it simple to last your whole life.
Don't worry if it's not good enough for anyone else to hear.
Just
Sing a song.
Just sing a song. Just sing a song.
All of this would not be possible without the great enthusiasm and support rendered by many organizations. To all our donors and partners of President's Challenge, we thank you for your generous support of PC 2020. And to everyone else watching this, we humbly ask that you join us in our bid to uplift communities and empower the lives of the less fortunate. If you would like to donate, feel free to scan the QR code appearing at the bottom of the screen. Now, looking forward to 2021, the President's Challenge will continue to support a broad range of social causes. With our theme of building a digitally inclusive society, we hope to encourage new ways of providing digital access to the vulnerable communities so that they too remain economically and socially active. At the very core, we hope this movement remains a strong and leading port of call for all Singaporeans who want to do their part to build a more caring and inclusive society. From all of us at the President's Challenge, thank you very much for your precious time and generous support. Enjoy the rest of your day.
enough.